I'm Tiandra, and welcome to Life Lessons with Miss T. Today, I am drinking a Echinacea Plus. So why don't you grab your own cup, and let's get started. Hi everyone. So today, we are tackling imposter syndrome. That nagging feeling in the back of your head that says, you're not good enough. As a mental health professional, I know how common this is, especially among high achievers. So many of us feel like frauds, even when we're doing a great job. In fact, even the people that we admire and see as successful, like CEOs, leaders, actors, they can feel it too. So let's dive into some powerful ways that you can overcome imposter syndrome and believe in your own worth. Firstly, it's important to recognize it and name it. Imposter syndrome thrives in silence, so acknowledging it and naming it is incredibly powerful. It reminds us that it's a shared human experience and not a character flaw. Studies show that about 70% of people feel imposter syndrome. So that VP that you're nervous to talk to or that boss that you're nervous to share your idea with is probably also feeling imposter syndrome. Recognizing it can help it be a less isolating experience, and it can help you realize how common it is. When we're aware of something, we can address it, and by addressing it, we can lower its power. So the next time you feel those thoughts in your head going, I'm not good enough, you can say, that's imposter syndrome talking. Naming it as something that is outside of yourself can lessen the influence of the words that it's telling you. It is so important for us to list our accomplishments. So pause the video and take at least 2 minutes to list some of your accomplishments, because imposter syndrome can make us feel like we haven't accomplished anything. So seeing your success written down on a piece of paper can be a great reality check. Your accomplishments don't have to be earth-shattering. If you completed a challenging project, if you helped a teammate, all of those things count. And seeing this list can help remind you that your successes are real and that they're well-earned. You can also use this list to your advantage. It's quite practical, especially when it's time for a performance review or you're asking for a raise. Sometimes the people around us don't actually realize how much we do because we keep things from falling apart, and the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Having this list can be a really great confidence booster, as it's a tangible thing. It would also help to review this list monthly, weekly, or quarterly, and make sure that you're still adding to it. It's amazing to take a look back and see how far you've come. Tip number 3 is to reframe doubt. When self-doubt creeps in, you can reframe it as an opportunity to learn more instead of as a reason to feel inadequate. Think back to a time where you doubted yourself, but you succeeded anyway. Realizing that you've handled similar challenges before and done it successfully can help you feel more capable now. So if you start thinking, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, try to replace it with, I'm learning and I'm growing. Replace those negative thoughts with some self-compassion. It's a gentle reminder that no one is perfect. You can also try and share your feelings with a trusted person. Imposter syndrome thrives when we keep it to ourselves. So talking about it with a friend or a mentor can help us to see things objectively, because sometimes they see strengths that you don't. If possible, find someone who understands your field of work, because they can provide a great perspective on your achievements and remind you of your skills. If you don't have someone, you can journal. You can write down your feelings and your doubts and then compare them to your accomplishments list. This process can help reveal how irrational some of our thoughts can be. You can also create a hype folder. So you save all of your feedback and positive commentary from your peers and from your boss, family, and friends, and keep them in a hype folder. So when self-doubt creeps in, you can take a look at it as a reminder of the impact that you've made. Imposter syndrome can convince us that everyone else is just more skilled, they're better, they're smarter, but your unique experience brings something valuable to the table, and no one else has lived your life or has your specific strengths. So take a moment to think, what do you bring to the table that is uniquely yours? Maybe it's creativity, compassion, or humor. Focus on your strengths rather than comparing yourself to others. Sometimes you have to give yourself a little pep talk. Standing in front of the mirror and affirming your strengths can feel a little silly, but it works. Try to remember that there's no way to be perfect. Your journey and your perspective is unique and it matters. It's okay if it doesn't match the way that somebody else would do it. Tip number 6 is to take some time and celebrate your small wins regularly. Building that habit of celebrating yourself can shift your focus from doubt to confidence. Recognizing small wins keeps you focused on your strengths. You can do this by creating a weekly win list. So you can just jot down something you did well that week. It could be small, like completed a report on time, or bigger, like led my first meeting. Acknowledging your progress can help you build momentum. You can also share your wins with a friend or a partner. Talking about your wins out loud helps solidify them in your mind, and having someone cheer you on is always a bonus. You can also set up small rewards like treat yourself to coffee or tea or a movie night, and this can help reinforce positive self-recognition. Imposter syndrome often feeds on the myth that we have to be perfect, but good enough is perfectly okay. No one gets it right 100% of the time. The truth is, no one has it all figured out. We're all just winging it. We're doing the best that we can. Sometimes that's just good enough. Embracing this can help you feel more at ease. So try and set some good enough standards that are realistic. Ask yourself, will this amount of effort get the job done? If the answer is yes, move forward. Perfectionism can often lead to burnout. Imagine you're juggling a bunch of balls, and some of them are glass, some of them are plastic. Which ones can you let drop so that you don't feel overwhelmed? And try and let go of comparison. Even thinking back to that juggling example, what might be glass for you might be plastic for someone else. And what might be plastic for you might be glass for someone else. So you're on your own journey, so focus on being the best version of yourself, not a replica of someone else. People with a growth mindset see challenges as an opportunity to learn, rather than as proof of their inadequacy. Try to view every challenge as a chance to build resilience and skills. You can reframe your mistakes as learning opportunities. If you make a mistake, you can ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Mistakes are stepping stones to growth. They're not evidence of failure. You can also seek out constructive feedback. Feedback is so important for your growth. Don't shy away from it. Use it as an opportunity to build your confidence for future you. You can also focus on the effort that you're putting in and not necessarily the outcome. Recognizing your hard work can help build your resilience. Remember that growth is a journey and every small step counts. Focus on continuous improvement rather than immediate perfection. So track your progress. That will help you see how far you've come, and you can use the journal app for those weekly achievements. Be patient and kind towards yourself as you work towards your goals. And remember that even the tiniest steps towards your goals matter. Keep focusing on what you're building versus how far you have to go. Imposter syndrome doesn't define you. It's just a passing feeling, not a fact. You're here because you're capable and you bring something special to the table. If this video helped, please like and subscribe for more tips on building confidence and resilience. Bye.